Hey, what's happening, everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Taking a look at this one out of Hamilton, Ontario. Another one sent to me by Average Joe. Thank you, sir. And this is a little bit different. This is a cranberry and basil Gose, as you can see there on the can. Pretty cool artwork with the bird here as well. And not familiar with this brewery as well out of Canada, so again, this will be like a new experience. 1 pint ale brewed with basil and cranberry, 4.7% ABV, and it is marked as a limited release. So let's go ahead and get this baby open and see what this tastes like. Looking forward to checking this one out as well. And this one has an interesting color on it, as you can see. Pretty neat looking pinkish color. Got some haze on there, get a light behind it. Nice, good amount of haze, actually. Not really seen into it as much, has a little bit of a murkiness there. Nice head though, came out 2-finger head with some good foaminess. That's starting to break down a little bit, bubbles popping there on top. Neat looking beer. Aroma, not even trying to take a whiff right now, comes out of the glass very easily. Head is now breaking down to just over a finger, so it's dissipating pretty quickly. But everything else with it, kind of a neat looking appearance. I do like that murkiness. We can now see that the head is down to under a quarter of a finger, so it did break down very quickly. On the aroma, I'm getting some of that tartness you would expect to get from something like a Gose, which of course is going to be another sour type beer. Has that candy type sweetness. But I'm not really picking up much of a basil or a cranberry type feel. Just really mostly tartness as far as the taste. It's refreshing. Kind of like a piece of candy there. But again, not overly getting hit with that. Well, I take that back. On the aftertaste, you do get a little bit of that basil kick. You do have a little bit of that cranberry type quality. A light bit, kind of like a light ocean spray type cranberry cocktail flavor in there. A little bit of an astringency there as well. Good amount of sourness up front. Goes down with a little bit of a scraping, but nothing really overly done about it. Carbonation is lively, but not overdone as well. Little bit of a tinge of like a spritzer type effect on this one. Do feel the carbonation hitting a little bit more in the chest right now. Almost kind of reminds me of like one of the cherry 7-Up, but with less carbonation. I am getting a good duration of the flavor as well. Flavor is definitely hanging around nicely. Just had a little bit of a sensation of burp there with the carbonation taking place. So the duration of the finish is actually not bad as well. Texture on it, not too bad, not thin. 4.75 on the ABV here, 4.7. Not really thin, which is nice too. So some good sturdiness in there. I think if you're kind of more of a new person with sours, this is going to be a little bit too tart for you for what you might be used to. I mean, it does really hit you squarely in the mouth with the tartness. If you do like kind of that tart, sour type feel, obviously then this could be one to actually check out. Not too bad, not really anything great, but nothing bad at all when you take a look at it and enjoying this beer. As far as the appearance on it, there wasn't a ton of stuff there. I mean, I like the haziness with it. It had the nice character with that, but the head did dissipate rather quickly. Again, with sours, they don't usually last as long, and it really came out with a nice head, but it just broke away within a quick amount of time. But you're not really getting anything else. I like the color, which is kind of neat on it too. What you would expect to get maybe like for a craft type sour style beer. So for me, as far as the appearance on this one, I'm actually going to give this one a 11 out of 15. As far as the aroma, I would have liked it maybe get a little bit more stronger. I mean, if you're going to advertise basil and the cranberry, you would think it would come out a little bit easier. You do get the tartness coming out, but again, that's not what they're putting on the can. They're putting on there that it has the basil and cranberry. So for me, Aroma, although you do get a nice sour note out of it, that's a 10 out of 15. Flavor, solid for the initial finish. Duration gives it a little bit better of a ranking because the duration does last for a good amount of time. You don't have to worry about trying to really chug through these to keep the flavor up. So I think on the flavor part for me, I'm actually going to give this one here a 11 out of 15. As far as on the palate, body sits as a average type pleasurable experience, I guess. I mean, it sits as a lighter body type beer. I do like that the texture is stronger, does have a little bit of carbonation taking place. On the palate, and in that regard, it's okay, but not really great. So for me, that's going to actually be 10 out of 15. I think it's an okay beer. So for me, on the overall, I'm actually going to give this one here 34 out of 40. So go ahead and total those all up. And for me, this one is actually a 76 out of 100. I don't know if you guys have had this before or not, especially my friends here that are in Canada. If so, let me know what you think about this. Put some comments in the comment section. Maybe you feel differently about it, but I'd love to hear your feedback as well. That all being said, thanks for swinging by to check out another video. I look forward to catching you guys next time. As always, keep drinking those good craft beers. And always remember, there's time, so go get your beer on. Cheers.